couldn't see how I could survive, let alone to feel alive inside, as the rubble of my life.
The book, and in fact the song that I've written about and sung, is an inspirational account with reference to a personal tragedy that played out in my life back in 1993 about a murder by an immediate family member on a family member, the dream that led to its discovery, and then how I survived and overcame that, but more crucially, how I came alive on the inside. And so the reason to write this book and song is twofold really. Firstly, I felt a really strong inner prompt to write the book because I really wanted to bring something of greater value out of this from my own inspirational journey to help and serve other people. And then secondly, I found that a lot of people were seeking me out, and many of them themselves were struggling with residual grief, depression, suicidal feelings. And the question that I got asked often, and even to this day, was and is, Anita, how is it you're able to come back from something like that and not only remain intact, but to be full of passion for life, full of strength, joy, be so giving, etc. And my brief answer to that was, and is to this day, that it is possible because my life and journey to date are a testimony to that. But the book and the song really expand that question and that answer out somewhat. So for people, for example, who are going through their own dark night of the soul, where they're really seeking keys to help to navigate through that period and anchors to put down, the book certainly shares about those keys. And also for people who've come out the other side but are really feeling like they're stuck in that survival mode, they're stuck in that existence mentality, they feel like the walking dead on the inside and not very alive. And so the book really shares about that part of the journey too. And two overarching themes amongst the many topics I share in the book are, for example, from my own observations of adversity, many people when they go through adversity at some point they start to disconnect with themselves, and some even derail. And people talk about the high divorce statistics in society, but for me the biggest divorce I've seen play out is when a person really splits from themselves and disconnects from themselves. And so my book shares that journey of self-reconciliation that is crucial to coming alive. And the other bit, of course, is that a lot of people, when they go through adversity, they kind of shrink in the face of adversity, hold their breath till they come out the other side. And whilst that's a human coping mechanism, adversity has a very inherent quality about it, such that it kind of acts like a mirror that shows people where they are in relationship to themselves, as well as where they are in relationship to life in general. And so for me, a very powerful epiphany, to give an example, is the very physical imprisonment of this family member served as a mirror which, when I looked into, what reflected back at me was my own inner imprisonment. And I realized in that moment that if I didn't go my own journey to set myself free from things like depression, unforgiveness, bitterness, self-loathing, shame, etc., I might as well be in the same cell. And so this book and song is really my offering, my gift, but also a mirror that I'm holding up to people so that when they look into that mirror and read the book and listen to the song, what will get reflected back into them is not only a new sense of hope, but a fresh lease of life that will help them really feel and know that they can set themselves free and have a deeply loving relationship with themselves, as well as a deeply thriving relationship with life. And the song that I've sung, I'm not a professional singer, but it's an offering from my heart, because I believe that if a picture can speak 1,000 words, then an inspirational song can help transport you 1,000 miles, if you like, along that journey to really breaking free.